What's up guys, Z's my tech here, welcome back to another video again. Hey, what is up guys, welcome back. I swear to God, I've been gone God knows when. I don't know how long it's been a while, because honestly, I was about to give up on this channel, man. But honestly, I don't care. No, it's not that. It's just that I've been busy with like school, and like also like I had a vacation, so I took a break off like months. I know in this internet terms, there's like a dead channel, like a dead bone, like the dry bones or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, honestly. I'm gonna do some better editing, honestly, and just try to do my best to make more videos and stuff to better consume the content. I know originally this channel was meant to be tech videos, so yeah, for now I'm just gonna do tech videos, honestly, because my other videos have been grabbing down and doing it. But yeah, let's get to it. If you don't subscribe, I swear to God, Rosalina is not gonna take you to the galaxy, or else you could be a weeb. That's right. If you don't subscribe, you could be a weeb, and you could be going to Japan being weeb. So yeah, let's get to the video. Let's roll the intro, please. Let's get it.
Upon the time I went to bed early in the morning late in the freaking summertime when I remember I took the freaking S79 went to freaking Saturn to go to the freaking supermarket, hey. I'm making money faster than a little hey. Taking the S79 to the freaking supermarket, over the road, so I'm ready to go to the freaking supermarket, hey. On the supermarket, hey. To the freaking supermarket, to the freaking supermarket. And I ran back, freaking uptown. Run back uptown. Take the S79, take the freaking RT from the DMV. I don't know, from the freaking Segway line. I took the R train, going to the record.
Okay, so yeah, today we go. I have a new update. So after we wrote the intro we did, we're going to actually install Mattolina OS. Now you could be like, but Matthew, it's actually it's actually Slack OS. So yeah, you're wrong. No, it's actually, see, the thing is, it's based on Slack, but you gotta remember it's Linux, so it's open source. And this, I didn't upload this on April Fool's Day, so you know I'm not lying. So first and foremost. Yes, it's based on Slack, correct? Yes, it's actually based on Slack, but I just modified it to my liking so it can be easy for use for the consumer. Think about it. Majority of the people, for instance, think simple things. Like, they don't want to think of complex things. And for instance, for me, when I set up Slack, when I first set up Slack, I feel like it was very complex. The setup process is a pain. Like, you could actually customize your liking to set up whatever you want. But it's just a pain for average consumers. So I want to make it where it's easy for consumers to understand and comprehend. And that's how I redesigned Slack a little bit. I spoke to the developer, and it was like, you're allowed to do it. I want to make it easier for people. And this is open source anyway. Anybody can edit the code. Like, people think like, oh, you have to pay for it. Oh, it's gonna be free for now. So and also anybody can develop the code for it. Like, anybody can program for it. Like, if you have a suggestion or a code you want to develop for, you can program it. You can change the code. You can do whatever. So I recommend open source. It's Linux. Come on now. That's why and that's one reason I use Linux too. So, alright, so let's stop rambling on and let's get to the tutorial how to install the new version of Mattolina OS. And I'm going to show you some extra features of how to set up as a default operating system. Let's get it. First thing you would need is this computer. You need a computer or a laptop in this case. Don't mind the wallpaper, of course. I just do it for trolling the memes, honestly. But who cares? Alright, so you also need this USB. This is the USB device. You need at least 8 gigs or more. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine with that, because the data that's gonna be saved is gonna be saved for 4 gigs used data. So you need at least 8 gigs or more. I recommend 8 gigs or more. If you want to install Mattolina OS, okay? But yeah, so let's get to the tutorial. So the first thing what you want to do, you want to plug in this USB drive, okay? Don't worry, it's fine. And you want to go to this. This is Linux in this case. Windows is gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing for Windows. Windows is actually probably easier to set up, but I can show you on Windows. because most people are going to be using Windows. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna virtualize I'm gonna put a virtual machine and show you on Windows. Now I'm using Linux in this case, so I'll show you both for Windows and Linux, so you don't get confused. So let's do it. This is, by the way, the updated tutorial. Okay, I'm booting up my computer. So you go boot up Windows this is for the Windows user. So you go to boot up Windows, okay? So let's go boot up. So let it boot up, okay? Took a short break. Alright, so yeah, I got my Windows set up, of course. So what you want to do, you want to connect a USB drive, obviously. So yeah, I connected my USB drive right quick. So let me connect it real quick to my PC. Okay, so the first thing what you want to do is you want to format your. First thing what you want to do, you want to format your drive right here. You want to format this. So we'll format this. This is for Windows. I'm gonna do Linux next. You want to format to. I'm going to press format. Oh no, now unpin from start. Nope, don't unpin from start. My fault. Let's go to here. Format. Go to format. And we'll go format. We'll change this to NTFS. We'll change that to NTFS. So which is pretty cool. So format and just put Mattolina OS here. Mattolina OS. This is for Windows. I don't know if it will work on Mac. I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't know. No, it doesn't work with Mac for some reason. Actually, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't work with Mac. It only works for Windows and Linux. So this is updated tutorial. So first, and then you want to press start. Just press start, and are you sure you want to erase? Yes, right to erase. Let's go erase this. So while that erases, I'm going to go down the operating system. So yep, it erased it finally. It formatted. So now what you want to do is search up. You can go to my website. I'm going to go to Mattolina. Go to Mattolina. You can go on Google. Well, if you have Google, you can go to Mattolina island page. Even though it's not really island, but let's go to Mattolina Island. And Mattolina Island, Mattolina Shanwi, or Mattolina LLC. Go to Mattolina. I think it's Shanwi. Go to the island page. It should pop up. It should. Oh, you have to go to Google. I think you have to go to Google. I don't know if it's there. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the Constitution. But you go to here. You can do that, and it takes you to my website. So I'll leave the website in the description. And scroll down to the website. You want to scroll down, and scroll down until you see a DOS. Now you can download the turn file, which I recommend sometimes if it gets congested, if my server gets congested. Also do a video on deep web, on the deep web made. I also put my website on the deep web, but it's totally different. I'll make a separate video on that next time. But what we're looking for is Mattolina OS. You have the Internet Archive one. This is the Internet Archive one. This is the turn file, Internet Archive one. But what we're looking for is just the ISO, the regular ISO. You can do that. I'm gonna do the regular ISO for the sake of it. But you can also download the other one. Like I showed you. Go to here. It takes you to a mega link, so which is cool. It should be the same thing. Yeah, this is the same thing. So this is the link here. I may leave in the description. It's on my website. I'll leave in the description. It's on my website. Download from my website, and then you should get the ISO there. So once you got your ISO, once you downloaded your ISO, it's for Windows. Once you download your ISO, you wanna transfer it. So what we have to do is extract it. So you also would need 7-zip. You would need 7-zip. So I'm gonna show you what's 7-zip. You would need 7-zip, and I'm pretty sure if you don't have it, I'm not gonna show you. But there's other video tutorials how to get 7-zip. You get 7-zip, you run it. You get 7-zip, you download it, and you run it for your operating system. So after you got 7-zip, you want to extract it. So the first thing what you want to do is go to your, well, in this case it's gonna be, you could go to your downloads, but mine is gonna be doc videos. But go to your downloads wherever you download it, and it's gonna show Mattolina OS version 2022 edition, 64-bit only. It's gonna show you this one. So you want to extract it, and you go to 7-zip, and then extract it to. Actually, we're going to do extract files. Then, what you want to do, you want to press this icon here. And then, whatever device you have, your device may be different, but if you renamed it Mattolina OS, which I recommend so you can easily find it, you go to here. But go to whatever device you renamed it, or the name of your device. In this case, you want to install. It only, by the way, only uses USB drives, or it uses external hard drives, or like USB portable hard drives. So I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna do Mattolina OS F. I'm gonna do Mattolina OS F. You want to press OK. You're sure? Yes. You want to press OK, and it's gonna start installing the operating system, or extracting it technically. It's gonna extract it, and then we have to install it manually. So it's based on Slack, so keep in mind it's gonna take a while. So I'll be right back while this downloads. That probably took about like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know. It took a while though. It's a big file now. It's actually bigger now. Now if you look previously at the previous OS, it was like 1 gigabyte. This is like about 3 gigabytes, which is pretty crazy. I didn't think it would be at 3 gigabytes. It's a great 3 gig file, so it's pretty big. Therefore, so yeah, we got the Mattolina OS new update. This is a new update. So it will work the same thing on Linux probably, but the thing about Linux, you know, the moving steps is the same, but the only difference, you just use a bash. I believe on Linux you use a bash script, while Windows use, like, you know, a DAT script. I don't know, whatever. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta move this out of the way. So first thing we gotta move this out of the way. Okay, so first thing, zoom in real quick. Let me focus. So the first thing we're gonna do, we gotta move these out of the way. So first thing, we're gonna move these files, drag and drop, and then move the file into the folder. Okay, good. So we got that into the folder. That wasn't easy while recording this. So, alright. So once you did that, good. Next thing, what you want to do, you want to go to the Slack folder, and then you want to go to the boot folder. Now for Windows, and Linux is very different. I'm gonna show you on Windows first, then I'm gonna show you Linux. Also, if you're on Linux too, and there was a part where like you were confused about transferring the files and formatting, Linux is probably one of the easiest to like format your USB, because you can also format as FAT, like over I think 32 gigs. While Windows you can't really do that. So that's what I like about Linux. That's why I switched to Linux, but that's a different story for another time. But yeah, let's do Windows first. This is Windows first. So first step we want to do, you want to go to boot.int. On that one, your BAT file, and we're gonna run it. This is for Windows. Will not work on Macs, sadly. I don't know why. And it's gonna set the boot record for F. Then you want to press your key button. And once you do that, it's work, and that's it. That's all you have to do. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So that was for Windows. You can shut down your computer. You can shut down Windows in this case. So I'm gonna shut down Windows. I'm gonna show you on Linux how to do that boot key, how to set up on Linux. Cool, right? Okay, back on my main Linux desktop, which is pretty cool. How you like it so far? I don't know. Don't mind the picture. So first step, what you want to do, you want to go to the folder manager. We're gonna go to the file manager, or the folder, or files in this case. And whatever obviously you download it and transfer it. So it's literally a similar thing on Linux. But I'm pretty sure. But if you want to look for the track files, go to a different tutorial on. It's basically the similar thing to Windows, same thing. You can actually extract it easily from here, but it depends. So I'll show you later. So the first thing we're gonna do, instead we're gonna go to the same folder, like Slack, and then we're gonna go to the boot folder. Now instead of using that BAT file we use, we're gonna open the terminal. So what you want to do is you want to click on it, not quite. Look, remember that file name, and we're gonna go to here, and then focus, and then right click it, and then we're gonna open it in terminal. We'll open this in terminal, okay? Now pay attention. It seems scary. The terminal seems scary, but it's really not, okay? So all we have to do is we have to do ls. I think we do ls. Do ls, and then dot. Okay, so pay attention. So ls. Type this command. ls dot. Not dot. Dash l. ls dot l. Let's do dash l, and it should show all the lists of the files. And what we're looking for is the boot.inst.st.h. So this one right here. So what you want to do, what I usually do is copy and paste this, basically copy and paste this. Basically copy and paste that link. It's actually hard to do while you're recording the camera, honestly. So you want to copy and paste this. Copy, press copy. Next, you want to press clear it. and press clear. And you want all you have to do is put sudo. Can you see it? Okay, I hope you can see it. Sudo, and then do bash. Do the bash, and then you want to do sudo bash. This is it. Sudo bash, and then that. Sudo bash that. And then I'm gonna put in my passcodes. You wanna put in your passcode. Okay, I put in my passcode. So it's gonna say this. It'll say partition is located on physical disk. Ready, run. You wanna continue? Yes, I want to continue. Enter, press enter. It's gonna make it bootable. This is for Linux tutorials. Windows is probably easier to do it, but Linux is also relatively easy, not too hard. And then press enter again. And there you go, that's it. All you have to do is press clear. Press clear. Press clear, and then all you have to do lastly is press exit. You just exit it out, exit the terminal. Pretty simple, right? Next, we got the boot files. Let's get to the setup. So this is the Mattolina OS. This is what it looks like. The setup is there, which is cool. And yeah, pretty cool. Now the first thing, the next thing we gotta do is we got to get into the BIOS. I'm also teach you how to like make it like the default OS, and you can switch back to it anytime you want. But it's the same process if you want to go back to it. So the first thing I'm gonna do on Windows or whatever, just basically reboot your operating system or any operating system using, except for Macs because they're so proprietary. That's why I don't use Macs personally. But I don't get to that political tangent, but I don't know. I mean, I'll recommend people on Macs, but it's just a pain. Like if you want to geek around, you can, but it's like a pain. But you might have to use virtual browser to do it. So you want to reboot this, okay? Now you have to use one of your F keys. It depends on your motherboard. In this case, mine is F12, but yours may be F9, F10, or whatever, different boot keys. So you want to get to your BIOS with your boot keys. Research it on your motherboard on the website to find out your boot key. Once you find out your boot key and you get to the BIOS, next you want to go to the BIOS may vary for different, but what you want to go to is usually you can go to the USB wherever storage is, which would be USB storage, which is here. But I want to make this default. How do I make it default? So what you want to do is go to Biosetup. And you can change it back anytime you want. Now, for average consumers, like for this step is just for if you're going extra mile and you just want to, you don't want to try it out, you want to make it default. This won't, by the way, this will not erase your computer, surprisingly. This actually stores on the flash drive, so even if you think you erase it, you didn't erase it. It's just setting up the default for that to boot from there. So it's booting from the flash drive, so really, which is cool, which is amazing. You can travel anywhere, you can easily transport your stuff, and don't have to worry about viruses and easily get hacked and stuff, which is cool. That's the beauty of it, especially with these USBs. So the first thing what you want to do, you want to go to boot sequence. I think it's boot sequence. Go to boot sequence. Once you go to boot sequence, depending on your BIOS, now it varies. Keep in mind, for mine, I have to switch to legacy to boot from USB drive, but you will have to change the boot order. So basically, change the boot order depending on your BIOS. Look at other websites to see, or the manual of your BIOS system to see how to change your boot order. You basically change your boot order. In this case, I'm gonna change my boot order, and then make sure mine is in first. So my USB drive is in first in the boot order, so it's in the boot order. And I'm gonna press apply now. Now I'm gonna press apply or save in your BIOS. Press exit, and then it's gonna reboot. It's gonna reboot to the BIOS, and it's gonna reboot to the operating system, which is cool. So finally, almost there. We're almost there. Oh, holy mama! This is the new update we released, and boom, it's booting up default from the OS itself. I can show you evidence of that, so let me let this boot up and show you after what it looks like. Okay, you should boot something like this. So it's been over like 2 hours setting this up, so it should boot something like this. And look, I got a surprise for you. I got a quote right here from me, the CEO, of course, of Mattolina. And yeah, I got a quote here that I left, and I redesigned Slack to make it like more ease of use, easy for the consumer. So yes, it's based on Slack, but also I just modified it to my liking and make it easy for the consumer to understand. And the best part is you don't really need, you just need to do sudo apt-get upgrade once you get your system and you should be up and running. You don't have to install like sound drivers. That's fine. It's set up already. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to do sudo apt-get full upgrade on the various machines so you could adapt the graphics settings, and that's it. You should be fine. And boom, you should be fine. So it's updated to the latest firmware, and it's pre-set up. It's pre-installed, so it's cool. Actually, no, not pre-installed. We installed manually. So first step we'll do is set the Wi-Fi, obviously. But yeah, it basically works. I'm gonna set up the Wi-Fi real quick and do some basic setup. Okay, so now to the basic instructions how to use this. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to go to a web browser, you can just easily go to run, and boom, you have your application. So the best part is this is a new update. So you may think like, oh, I installed this manually. No, it's pre-packaged install. You don't have to worry. You don't have to install nothing. You have pre-programs, enough programs that you will like. You even got Kodi, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's just the default. You have to watch videos online how to install, the custom Kodi if you want. But yeah, you got the Kodi right here, so it's cool. It's a little older, but it does the job. And you have your archive. I installed most of the drivers. Beautiful. So it's a beautiful package. So the link is in my website. You gotta go to my website to do it. You gotta check out my website, man. You're missing out. And yeah, you got the screen record. You can screen record things. And yeah, I may do a video on that, but I did that already, but even then failed. So yeah, you could do that. I'm gonna go to the web browser and see what happens. See if we can watch a YouTube video on here, which is cool. So let's go load. It is taking a while to load. Oh my god, it's gonna get slow. Actually, I'm joking. It's not taking a while to load. It's very quick. It's fast. I just say it just to joke around to make sure like it actually works. But it works. It works really well. Now you can also sign in the Chromium too. I updated the Chromium a little bit, but it does the job. I don't really sign in. So let's go to a website. I'm gonna do Mattolina. Yeah, that's the first one that pops up. Holy crap, that's the first thing that pops up. That's crazy. And yeah, so we got Mattolina Island. And Matthew. Does anyone knows Matthew Island? That's crazy. Gets crazy. And yeah, that's my prefixture. You can download from here too also. Which is cool. Updated where it's more private. We updated our privacy settings. Alright, I think that should do it for the video. That's how you install Mattolina OS. It's pretty simple. You don't have to install drivers this time. I recommend install drivers, of course, but it's easier. And then you go to terminal. You can go to terminal. Now to look for like things that's open, you go to here, and you go to icons, I believe, or workspace to see what's open. That's how you just see if it's open. But I may do a later video on how to show you that. Yeah, just tweak around, have fun, and enjoy. I'm gonna show you one last thing to show. I'm gonna reboot this and show you that it actually reboots the menu, and it's coming from the flash drive, obviously. So I'm gonna reboot. Where's the arrow? Oh my god, I hate when the arrow disappears a little bit. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, I just found the arrow. It's hard to record with this camera. And I'm gonna do a restart. We're gonna restart this, and we're gonna restart the OS. It's gonna reboot, which is cool. So it's gonna reboot itself. All right, I'll be right back while it reboots. Okay, it's about to reboot now, so watch this, and boom, it reboots automatically. I'm not even pressing the button. You can see there's evidence for that. I'm not pressing the button, it reboots automatically, and it boots up to the OS. There you go. Now you have your own fully made operating system. So remember how it was in beta and it was based on Slack? It's still based on Slack, of course, but it's just modified version of it, and it's easy to use, and yeah. Boot into operating. You can also use this to go to the Hyperborea on the CJDNS, which is compatible with it because it's based on Debian. This is a Debian based distribution of Mattolina OS. So if you're wondering, it's also based on Slack and it's also based on Debian distribution. Or yeah, that's the type of distribution. It's based on Debian too. Yeah, so I like it. If you like it, we'll at least get to the operating system. And yeah, let's finish this video. Okay, it's about to boot up now. Hold on a second, it's about to boot. It's about to boot, about to log in, it's about to boot up. And yeah, it's just evidence that it works. It works really well. Hold on a second. Hold on. Which is pretty cool. It's still booting. It's taking a while. You get there. And boom, we booted back onto the OS. Yep, we boom back into OS. So yeah, that's how you install Mattolina OS version. We're in 2022 technically. So this is the 22H 8 or whatever. This is basically the drunk edition. Whatever, I don't know, whatever it's called. I forgot the name. You can see it. This is only a 64-bit only, which even my old OS has only 64-bit. And remember my last OS I made, the first one I made, that based on Slack though, which you can see the Slack wallpaper of course. That was discontinued. I just discontinued it. So if you're using the older version of Slack, or Mattolina OS, or whatever you're using, the previous version of Mattolina OS, you need to upgrade to this version. This is the newest version. It's more security, and soon we'll be discontinuing the security of the older version of Mattolina OS. So yeah, thank you for subscribing. Today, this is how you upgrade to your Mattolina OS operating system manually. Of course, there's a new update, and yeah. We updated it because security patches. Hope you like this one. It's really revolutionary. We changed the design of it. And yeah, Daisy Man Tech. I gotta go hack a server for a purpose, right? And now thank you for continued support, and I'm out.